For part two, take two of the lunchbox. And look who is here, right on time, right on cue. Hopefully the Wi-Fi internet is back. If not, we'll try to use the
Get your
hotspot
winter
again.
coat on today.
And
Get your winter coat
Joe
on today,
Beja, it's been a while. He's got his beard. Grizzly Adams is going.
That's it. Soon to be Santa. No, I'm kidding. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens by December.
Last night, my wife was looking on the air. She said not one man on the air was clean shaven.
Yeah,
it's the new thing.
Every man had a beard, a goatee, something.
Well, what was it like back in the day? Did they ban facial hair?
Oh yeah,
on some
we
of the
couldn't wear
networks?
facial hair on the air at all.
Did not know that, and it was like the New York Yankees.
I was about to say that. I was referred to the Yankees. Yeah.
But would not fly in hockey, especially playoff time.
No,
everybody grows their playoff beards. All right, we're loaded back on the Let's Eat South Florida Facebook group. 176,000. We reached that threshold today. I don't know what we're going to do for 200,000. I guess we could try to book 10 palms, but it wouldn't fit nearly enough.
We could do 1,000.
We could do 1,000. That's what we're going to try to do for Thanksgiving. We've been mentioning that as an option, both here on the Lunchbox and on Let's Eat South Florida.
Yes.
But before we get to that, we got to talk about next week's event, and I'm looking forward to it. We went a little bit Italian just to kind of get in the mood, and I wore a tablecloth from my favorite.
Doesn't it? It looks like the mom and pop Italian place.
It does. It does.
We can rip that off him.
I'm going to wear it next week, and hopefully not too many sauce stains on it. But
there you go.
What do we got cooking?
If they were, it'd be camouflaged, so you'll be good.
Yeah.
So obviously next Saturday is a week from Saturday, tomorrow. Be the 23rd, which is our next taste of the track, which is martinis, paninis, and linguini.
So stoked for this, man.
I love it.
And
everybody loves Italian food. How are the ticket sales going?
We're at 170 right now.
Okay.
So usually
we set 300.
350.
Okay.
I'll go to 350 because then we get a few people from the casino. We do some walk-ins to the door. So 350 online, then maybe the first 10 or 20 people, at the door. So max capacity is 400. So there's always a few people that get some free wristbands that round us up to 400. So we're good.
It's going to be fun. It's a first-time event.
So what's on the menu? What's on the menu?
So the menu, and again, just to reiterate, you can buy your tickets on our website at www.gulfstreampark.com. It is $85 for the VIP experience, which gets you in at 12 o'clock. An hour earlier, it gets you first priority for the premium seating on the windows or near the windows. And then GA is $60, and that's a 1 o'clock entrance. Still a great deal. We're going to get unlimited martinis and Italian food for $60 for $3 for 3 hours. So menu, table 1 will be spinach and ricotta arancini, and then a tomato and cucumber panzanella salad.
Nice. I love tomatoes and cukes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And table number 2 will be an eggplant caponata bruschetta, and a lobster and crab ravioli with saffron cream.
Very good.
And then table 3 will be a beef carpaccio. And then also to the side of that will be a whipped ricotta with hot honey, olive oil, and crostini. So that whipped ricotta, believe it or not, I was joking around with Chef Jason. I'm like, so you're trying some of the new menu items for 10 palms? That's Saturday. Because we're actually adding a whipped ricotta on the menu. So
you haven't talked about that.
Yeah, so the new menu, we're going to do a soft opening on the new menu on the 22nd, then we go live on the 29th.
Oh, wow.
For 10 palms. So a couple of new additions I could talk about that a little bit.
Thanksgiving will be the debut of the new menu. Good.
So table 4, beef cheek ragu with Parmesan gnocchi.
Very foodie fancy.
Yeah.
Really?
The beef cheeks and the gnocchi. Yeah. Nice.
And then we'll have linguine with black truffle cream sauce.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
That sounds so nice.
Oh, sorry. Didn't say that.
And then the giant buffet will have a porchetta.
Yep.
Nice.
With broccoli rabe and rosemary focaccia to the side, which we're making in-house.
And this is what I love about Chef Jason. He is into the interactive, dramatic displays. Really impressive. And that sounds like a great day.
That sounds awesome.
And I'm looking forward to the mom's chicken cutlet panini.
Ooh.
I mean, can you have an Italian event without chicken cutlet? And then
not in South Florida.
And then we're doing a mortadella panini with mozzarella and pistachio pesto.
Ooh.
Nice.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, that is. I'm gonna have to not eat
Yeah.
next Friday when I'm here.
Yeah.
Mark
Come
my
on.
words. Remember
Mark my
that I
words.
said that. I'm
Okay,
just
you're
going
not
to
gonna
maybe
eat-
have
Yeah,
a couple
exactly.
of libations because
Yeah.
I got to definitely save room. Now, all right, here's the regrets about this new shirt, which is very comfortable, by the way. And I was explaining to people before the show, I do my semi-annual shopping at BJ's Wholesale Club, take $100 and get, it's a combination of 5 either shirts or pants because they're all $20 and less there.
Yeah.
But this one I got, and but unfortunately it's a double XL, and when you, it's like we were saying yesterday on the show, it's a total admission of defeat when you move from the XL to the double XL, but it's really comfortable. And it fits well. So, and it's perfect because now I could show up next week and eat to my heart's content.
It looks like it's stretchy too, so it'd be perfect for Thanksgiving and for the event.
All my pants and shirts are now stretchy. It's, again, a galling admission of defeat, but this is the life I have chosen.
Yeah.
Joe, this is going to be a great event.
Yep.
I cannot wait. And then you also a double daily double. Come right back with Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah, let me go to Thanksgiving. But I do want to mention the dessert table.
Drinks. Yes,
dessert table is tiramisu, bombolone, the raspberry bombolone, donuts, cannoli, and the Italian sandwich cookies, and the little rainbow cookie, the Italian rainbow cookie. And then the drinks will be Kettle One espresso martini. There'll be a Kettle One spritz. We're gonna do a couple of spritzes since it's Italian.
Nice.
Tanqueray fizz. We'll have a no-let gin lemon drop martini. We'll have a Casamigos martini. Believe it or not, we're going to do a little partnership with Diageo, so we're expanding.
Very nice. That's a good brand.
Hennessy Cognac will do a sidecar martini. Tito's will be doing a filthy martini. Excuse me. The Grey Goose will be a Vesper.
Are you allowed to call it the original name? Was it like the P Star? Oh, never mind. Like a porn star
coming up. Yeah, we have the Wheatley vodka. We have Wheatley vodka will be the porn star martini.
Nice.
Hanson's organic vodka will be a pomegranate martini. And then we have a Cosmo, and then we have a French martini.
So let me ask you, because you are a food and beverage guy, because I judged a cocktail competition this past week up in Boynton, and one of the challenges for the mixologist was to combine 2 drinks and give it a new name and see if it works as a drink. So the actually winning contestant, she combined 2 drinks, a porn star martini, and a paper plane. Do you know what a paper plane is?
Bourbon and I can't remember the other ingredients.
I thought it was a gin drink, but I don't know. It's a bourbon drink? All right, well,
I believe so.
At least he's heard of a paper plane.
You know what? It's the first thing I order when I go to Runway.
Is it a paper plane?
Really?
There's a paper
Because I
plane
had
on the
never
Runway
heard
menu.
of it as a cocktail, and she said paper
Why
plane
do
and a
they
porn
name
star
these?
martini. But wait, do you know what she called the drink?
Why is
The
that
Mile
a
High
name?
Club?
Yes.
Oh, good for you.
This is a man. Now we know why he is in the position that he ascended
I mean,
to.
I'm the guy that did the martini panini linguini, you know.
So there you go.
I would have said bikini, but I didn't want to end up in HR. So
Exactly, good man.
And,
We like seeing you every
Listen,
Friday.
listen.
And I said that drink should be served on Spirits Airlines.
Oh,
Dad
there
joke
you go.
alert.
That would be more of a dad
Oh,
joke.
there
Dad
we
joke.
go.
There you go. All right. Now, I cannot look forward. I cannot wait.
until
I'm
that.
very much looking forward to it. Let
You're
me get my
very
words straight.
You-
Tony
you
Segura.
want me to
No,
coach
we-
you?
And
No, we've been looking forward to this.
This is
for
gonna be
a
great.
while. Like this one.
and then
is
right on the heels of it, like not 5 days later, it's like a
It's
horse,
Thanksgiving.
like Conquistador Cielo, going 5 days from winning the Met Mile to the Belmont Stakes. It's like Joe Beja and his crew. Boom.
Yeah.
The martinis, linguini,
So
paninis,
you got-
right into Thanksgiving.
Into Thanksgiving buffet only, no a la carte for that particular day. Doors will open at 10:30. First race will be 11 o'clock on that day. Last race will be at 3 o'clock, and the buffet will close at 3:30, maybe 4. We'll see how the crowd is.
Yep.
We're really doing it twofold, obviously, for people to come for Thanksgiving, but it's in conjunction with racing. So
Opening day.
when racing, it's opening day. When racing ends at 3
Celebration.
o'clock,
We're done.
we're
You
done.
guys are done.
So, it's funny. Usually
Which
for
is
a
cool.
buffet, we close it a half an hour prior to the last race, but this one will be a half an hour after the last race
that's
since
cool.
it is Thanksgiving.
Right.
But we will have, since we are opening doors at 10:30 and the buffet usually doesn't open until 11:30, for that first hour and a half, we will have our pastries out front that we do. We're going to make some fresh in-house pastries.
Nice.
Then the salad bar, of course, Caesar, mixed green, pasta salad, a fruit platter, cheese and charcuterie. We'll have our seafood bar that'll have the shrimp cocktail in it that we always do. Will be there. And then the carving station will have prime rib, honey ham, and we will have a vegan turkey roll as an
Wow.
option at the
Okay.
carving station. So, and then when you get to the hotline, which has 10 different components for the hotline, we will have sliced white meat, sliced dark meat. So you have your options. They'll already be sliced. You can help yourself. So there won't be any line while someone picks what cut they want off of the turkey and the carving and so forth. So, and then we'll have a walnut and rosemary crusted salmon, if anyone would like fish.
Nice. And this salmon today, excellent. The blackened salmon with the
really
truffled mashed potato. Excellent. Very good.
Great. And then we have herb stuffing, mashed potato, corn pudding, green beans, candied sweet potato with marshmallow, mac and cheese, and Parmesan roasted Brussels sprouts.
In other words, you won't go hungry.
No,
and for 55
it's a lot of
bucks,
sides. For 55, it's a great deal.
Can't do it cheaper yourself at home.
And then we'll have some oval platters that we usually put on the buffet. You know, they're usually next to the shrimp station. That will feature baked brie and croûte. We'll have a jalapeno cornbread and then a sherry cream mushroom side.
Ooh, now, I want it all.
And for reservations, people should just go onto OpenTable.
OpenTable.com. We're at about 220. We'll probably take up to 500 or 600, believe it or not. So
really?
Oh, wow. Really?
We're
500
ready.
or 600.
We're getting for 500 or 600. So I know Tropical Acres and some of those other places.
They're already sold out.
They're
sold out.
So I can tell everybody on air right now, we will not sell out. My goal is 500.
Interesting.
But I can always add more.
I can always add more. The restaurant holds 900. So, you know.
Good options.
Yeah.
This is some good stuff.
I mean, for $55, and you get live racing.
All right, Joe, can you stick around? We're going to do the contest after this break, and we'll talk a little bit about that Tyson fight or whatever you call it. I guess it is an event for the Times.
Oh,
bonkers.
No.
Let us take a break, and then we'll be right back after these words on the Lunchbox from 10 Palms at Gulfstream.
Is it time to sell your business? You've poured your heart and soul into your restaurant or business, and you want to see continue the legacy you have built. Transworld can help. Call me, Andy Cagnetta, at Transworld Business Advisors right now and see if it's time for you to retire and relax. Iconic brands like the Mai Kai, Mulligan's, Carlos and Pepe's, Mangoes, and many more turn to Transworld to help sell. Contact Transworld on Facebook or call 954-772-1122 or visit tworld.com. Again, that's 954-772-1122 or tworld.com.
When I'm looking for some wicked good food for a wicked good lunch, there's only one place to go. That's Wicked Cheesesteaks in Fort Lauderdale. It's at 4824 North Federal Highway, just south of Commercial Boulevard and across from Holy Cross Hospital. My friend Brian there, he will hook you up with some really tasty treats. They've got cheesesteaks just like the best you can find in Philly, along with lobster rolls, because that's where he's from, Maine originally. And they have wings and pizza and everything you want to have a really good time. Wicked Cheesesteaks, they're open every day but Tuesday. Check them out online, wickedcheesesteaks.com. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. If you're looking for a great place for steaks, seafood, and more, go to Tropical Acres Steakhouse and Butcher Shop. It's at 2500 Griffin Road in Dania, just west of I-95 in the airport. They've been there a long time, since 1949. That means they're doing something right. You'll get old school hospitality from the Studiali family, along with great value for tremendous service. Of course, you could also go into the bar for happy hour every day, 4 to 6, and they have great value all night long. Also, a butcher shop that's open every day from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. except Sunday. The dining room is open every day at 4:30 except Sunday. Go to Tropical Acres. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. A little further inland, Luke's Seafood and Grill. That's Luke's with a C, 5511 South University Drive in Davie. Luke and Roxy, they're a great couple with great food. It's a mom and pop shop bringing the freshest fish and seafood to Western Broward. Some of the best jambalaya and fish cakes around. And Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? You can find his famous Scoobies, those sauteed crab claws, right there on the specials board most days. Oh, so good. So take a trip to University just north of Sterling today. Lunch, dinner, closed on Mondays. Tell them Mike Mayo's Lunchbox sent you. When people come to me and say, Mike, where should I go out to eat? I got guests coming from out of town. Where should we go? Cafe Seville. That's the answer. 2768 East Oakland Park Boulevard. It's a Fort Lauderdale perennial, serving the finest in Spanish and continental cuisine in a cozy, friendly, comfortable setting. Joey Esposito and Sally, his better half, they've been running the place for a long time. It's been open since the 1980s. They got great Spanish classics like paella, shrimp with garlic sauce, and all kinds of great seafood dishes. The stuffed veal chop, oh, that's my favorite. Go to Cafe Seville. It's open every day but Sunday at 5 p.m. for dinner. Tell them that the Lunchbox Mayo and Defo sent you. A sophisticated setting. I'm talking about Corvina Seafood Grill. It's at 110 Plaza Real South in Boca Raton, just south of Palmetto Park Road. It's the place to go for the freshest and local seafood and fish, some of it with a Peruvian twist like their great ceviches. It's open 7 days for dinner. They also have happy hours 7 days a week. You don't want to miss it. It's a great place. CorvinaBocaRaton.com for more information and reservations. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. All right, we're back on the Lunchbox, and we've sent Defo off to timeout after another horrendous tip, finishing off the board. But we do have Joe Beja here and talking about all the great goings-on at Gulfstream. Now, in December, do you give your crew, is there a break? Is there a taste of the track in December?
No, we give a break. We've tried a
good.
holiday one in the past, and people travel. We don't really sell a lot. And
I think this is a wise move.
Yeah,
and
smart.
then you
And
gear
that's
up
good
for the next big event, which is the Pegasus
we do
weekend.
Pegasus, yeah, end of
that's
January.
End of January.
And then the following week is Holy Bull, and that's when we bring back the Taste of the Track.
Okay.
So the Holy Bull Day will be
Which one?
tacos and tequila.
Tacos and tequila is
Yeah.
always a perennial favorite.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is going to be a great time of year between the Italian feast next Saturday, then the holiday Thanksgiving
Yep.
buffet on the 28th, then a whole
And live
month,
racing again. He
whole
talked about
month
it, but
of live racing.
live
Do you know
race-
the schedule? Are they expanding the days? Is it
Yes.
Thursday?
So starting on Thanksgiving, we expand to Thursday. So it'll be Thursday through Sunday through the month of December, and then in January we go to 5 days.
Excellent.
So on January until the Florida Derby, which is March 29th, we'll be live racing for 5 days.
Have you had a more challenging job? Really?
I like that you laughed.
Really?
You know what it is too is always challenges like just gearing up for the new year. But we've got like, I don't know if I've been talking about this, but we're trying to open up a coffee shop in the village. 'cause
Right.
there's no
Oh,
coffee
really?
shop. So it's like I was joking around
And you're
today.
involved in that,
we
too?
were on a phone call talking about the DBA and the licensing of it and so forth like that. And they're like, "What's your goal?" I said, "I'd love to open up the middle of January." But knowing my luck, it's going to be the Monday before Pegasus.
Yeah.
I'm going to open up
really?
a coffee shop 5 days before the busiest race of the year.
They keep the man. They make him earn his salary. That's
Oh,
for sure.
no, he's working. You stay
but
working.
he's doing a tremendous job here. We love Joe Beja. And it's funny you mentioned the coffee shop because the Sun Sentinel just published online this morning a roundup of some good independent coffee shops around town, Broward and Palm Beach. There's a lot of good ones out
Really
there.
good ones.
And hopefully the one at Gulfstream
We'll
Village will
make
be
that
joining
list. Yep.
the
Yeah.
ranks soon. They did live off one of my favorites. It's a place in Dania on Griffin Road, right next to Tropical Acres. It's called Resurrection Cup Coffee. It's owned by a family.
Isn't it good? Oh my
It-
god!
It's great. It's reasonable. Really super nice family. You know, they're religious, so they're closed on Sundays. They go to church, but they have something that is a rarity these days, and that's a no tipping policy. They don't have any tip boxes out. When you swipe your credit card, it doesn't give you a screen of, do you want to give them 50% tip? No, it's just like, and if you try, I once said, here, I wanted to give you, oh no, we don't take tips here. I was
They don't
like,
take it at
really?
all.
Wow.
I was like, that is a refreshing
Wow.
change of pace. So
Yeah.
that, again,
That's
that-
different.
Is that the one that's near the Dollar Tree or the
Yes.
Dollar right there? In that
Yeah,
area?
it's a
'Cause
little
it says
boxy-
coffee house,
Yeah, it
and
just
I
says
never
coffee
knew the
house.
name of it.
It's called Resurrection Cup Coffee.
I'm gonna stop by.
And it has some very bizarre hours because they use scripture for their like 2:50. It's open till 2:54 p.m. every day.
Oh, so that's a psalm.
it's like-
or whatever.
And it's either a song, it's, but you know what?
Okay.
I have,
Hey, good for them.
It's just,
Yeah.
they do a really nice, honest job and no tipping. And the coffee's good. So it's
Nice.
good. But
I guess it all ties into resurrection. coffee.
Yeah. well,
Resurrect.
it wakes me up.
There you go.
All right, we got
We
all this
going
going
the
on. All right, we
contest
got to
yet.
do the contest. Thank
And
you for
Joe,
reminding
and
me.
Joe is here.
Keeping the trains on the tracks. It is time for
That's
this
what Luby
week's
does.
Lunchbox Gulfstream
right.
10 Palm Sunday Brunch
Not
giveaway.
an easy
We
job.
had a bunch of people in a couple of Sundays ago. I forgot to forward all of them, but lots of
Everyone
great
raves,
feedback.
yeah,
Everybody
it's
has
what
a
you
great
love.
time here.
Even
It's-
Don Jaffe, who's the guy that
Yeah.
literally lives to keep us on our toes,
Yep.
has only had great praise.
And how could you
for
not? I mean,
10
those
Palms Brunch.
pastries, the all-day buffet, it's such a great thing. And again, it's perfect for coming up to season when you have guests from out of town. And now that, live racing is expanding, come on out here one day and have, these beautiful weekend buffets, the Sunday brunch, outstanding. Something to keep in mind. All right, so this week we're going to have the Gulfstream contest race is the 10th race on tomorrow's card. Saturday's 10th race, numbers 1 through 11, full field. And then the tiebreaker, we're going back to the NFL, and the Dolphins are on a little winning streak. Dolphins Raiders is the tiebreaker. And again, send the restaurant answers along with the winner of the Gulfstream race and the winning team and margin in the football game to MikeMayoEats@gmail.com by noon tomorrow. That's November 16th. Contest race is the 10th race. It's a $48,000 allowance.
Okay.
Going 7 furlongs on the main track. And post time scheduled for 4:46 p.m. Tiebreaker. Are you a Vegas Raiders fan now that the Raiders are in Vegas?
No,
You're a
UNLV?
Giant fan, right?
Yeah, I've always been a
once you have
Giants
a
fan.
team-
Unfortunately, I'm a glutton for punishment. I'm still a Giants fan. So
I don't know if you're glutton for
Well, the Raiders
punishment.
aren't
The Raiders
better.
are
Raiders
pretty
are
Might
not
as
good.
well
better
stay with the
either.
Giants.
my fraternity brother and New York City roommate when he worked for Sports Illustrated, his name is Paul Gutierrez. He works for ESPN. He's the correspondent for.
I know that name.
He's a correspondent for the Las Vegas Raiders. So he'll be in town this weekend.
Nice.
So hopefully I'll catch up with him. But yeah,
That's good.
I mean,
Any
I just-
picks in that game for you from you?
I like the Dolphins. I think are starting to put it together.
They're
I think.
You didn't
laying
say that
7.
with much
Yeah.
conviction.
No, well, they're
Dolphins?
3 and 6. How confident can you be about 3 and 6? But
Yeah, but
no, they
for
should.
the Raiders, I
Yeah.
think it's like they're laying 7 or 7 and a hook.
Yeah.
7.5. I just
It's a little high, but it's not
I
nuts.
wouldn't.
No, it's-
I
yeah.
wouldn't necessarily give the points, but I do like the.
I wouldn't
Dolphins
give the
straight
points.
up.
I like
I'd
the
go with the
Dolphins to win.
Dolphins.
All right, and again, that's Raiders at Dolphins, 1 p.m. games on CBS. If multiple entrants have all 3 elements right, we'll have a tiebreaker drawing on the next live Lunchbox show on Monday for Sunday brunch package for 2 right here at 10 Palms at Gulfstream. All right, for this week's restaurant, we salute this Sunday is National Homemade Bread Day.
Ooh, okay.
All right,
We're going
and
a lot of directions.
here are
with
the
that.
clues for a restaurant that fits that theme. Number 1, this renowned Wynwood spot for fresh challah, bagels, and
You already
other
know. That's
leavened
annoying that Joe knows
loaves.
from like the first.
I was
4
gonna
words.
blurt it out before you said when you said
Don't say
bread.
anything.
I was gonna blurt it out right off the bat, but then I'm like, I can't say anything.
He's really established
Don't give away, 'cause I don't
himself
know.
as
He is.
the premier bread maker
Yes.
in South Florida. All right. Renowned Wynwood spot for fresh challah, bagels, and other leavened loaves. I love saying leavened loaves.
Loaves. Nice.
Opened in 2014, but its proprietor got his start baking bread in a friend's oven and then selling his wares on the weekends right here at the Yellow Green Farmers Market in Hollywood.
Oh, so maybe
I
that's why
remember
Joe
seeing
knows
him
what-
there when he was
Joe's
first starting.
smiling.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Number 2, his bread is now featured at Whole Foods markets
Oh,
and
wow.
restaurants around South Florida. And he has been honored by the James Beard Foundation as a semifinalist in the national
That's
Best
amazing.
Bakers category.
Wow.
Not just the
Yeah.
regional ones, but the whole country. He's been tabbed as a semifinalist. Number 3, his shop now features full-service dining, including salads, sandwiches, and smoked fish. But it is no longer open on Saturdays since the namesake owner has embraced his Jewish roots and now observes the
Shabbat.
Sabbath,
There you go.
or also known as Shabbat. There you have it. Pretty easy one, right?
I don't
Yeah.
know it, but
Okay, we got it.
Can I provide 2 little anecdotes without giving it away?
we don't give the name. Yeah,
Yes.
go.
So number 1, when I was at Lowe's, we were fortunate to purchase bread
From him.
from him.
Yep.
And one of the things that he did for us, which was great, is we did a turkey club sandwich,
Mm-hmm.
and we did cranberry, like a cranberry nut bread from him,
Ooh,
and it was just to die for. I mean, what a
That's amazing.
tasting profile to
Where is
enhance.
it? What?
Wynwood.
Wynwood,
It's
Wynwood.
down
Yeah.
on one of the blocks near Wynwood Walls. Go past another one, but
And-
he's set up a mini empire
and-
now.
yeah. And
Yep.
he's in like Whole Foods and everything. He's got the big accounts, and he is he's very passionate about his bread.
yeah.
Like very serious, very passionate. We did a photo shoot once where we were announcing all the partners that we had at the Lowe's, like
Yep.
local partners. Like, oh, we've got beer from Wynwood Brewery, we've got food from here and food from there, and we got ice cream from Susie Battle and Azúcar,
Yep.
and then we've got bread from so and so, right? And so we did a photo shoot, and then we're taking a photo of him and like, okay, now we want to make this fun. We want you to take the bread and spin it on your finger, and he goes, bread doesn't spin on my finger.
He
and we're-
wouldn't play along.
And we're like, no, we want to do this for the photo shoot. It's gonna be great. He goes,
he wouldn't desecrate
like-
the bread.
he's like, no, I don't spin bread on the finger. I bake it,
He
and it goes on
respects
your
it.
plate. He goes, bread, bread is to be
He
respected.
respects the bread, and the
It's a
bread
great
respects
story.
him. Yeah, no,
He's-
that's good.
so
to
finally,
know.
the photographer just said to him, "Can you like toss it in the air?" and he went like this and to like 3 or 4 shots of like him tossing the bread in the air. That was about. He goes because the photographer's like, you toss dough, right? You toss it like a pizza.
Yeah, you can toss it.
And it's so funny because they say the old adage is cooking is art, but baking is science. But this man is an artisan.
Yes.
I mean, he is
he's
the
like-
combination of art and science when he's involved. And if you've never been down there, Tony, I mean,
know
it's
what
one
you're
thing
saying,
you
so I'm
see his
confused. I'm
loaves
interested.
now, and again, you see it at restaurants all over the place. But the nothing like going to his actual bakery, which is also a sit-down place, and just having.
Oh, they do
something
have. Okay, so
fresh
there's
out of the oven.
food.
Yeah.
and-
Yeah,
His
it's good.
original location, because I believe this is his second location. His original location, believe it or not, besides coming out of someone's kitchen, when he started his own little area, his own little brick and mortar, I heard he had a window that went to like 3 a.m. So all the bars in Wynwood getting out at 1 o'clock, and he's like
They would
feeding
just-
everybody egg sandwiches at like 2 a.m. Soak up all that alcohol before the drive home.
That's
or whatever.
great.
I
man.
love
Good
that
for him.
hospitality,
That's
ingenuity.
great.
It's
That's
all
great.
good. All right, again, get all those answers to me. Mike
tomorrow at 12 noon.
gmail.com. Get it in tonight. Avoid the rush.
Yeah,
I'm still getting things from people that come
Really,
in like
like
2 hours afterwards,
yeah.
and they all
they're still
have.
wrong.
Yeah.
They're all from AOL.com. So I think they are sending them earlier. I think there's something wrong with the AOL servers, mainly because they haven't been updated since 1988.
1999.
So,
Since Y2K.
please try to make sure they get in on time.
And it's race 10
race 10
from here.
numbers 1 through 11 on Saturday.
And Dolphins Raiders.
Dolphins
winner
Raiders. We got
with
it all.
your margin of victory.
Joe, you've done it again.
You're the best, Joe. I'm
Thank you.
so stoked for next week,
Thank
man.
you
That's
so
gonna be
much.
good. Look forward to
We're
seeing
gonna
you
run
guys.
through that again
Got
next
my
Friday.
new stretchy shirt. My new
There you go. We're all good.
Raring to go.
We're all good.
All right, let's take our second break. Before we do, VL Food and Wine Festival, I got to tell you about it. Now is the time to purchase tickets, and it comes at a perfect time, right between the holidays.
Yep.
And Pegasus Day, because Pegasus is at the end of January here at
Mhm.
Gulfstream. It's going to be a party. Visit Lauderdale Food and Wine Festival goes from January 13th through the 19th. It's going to be fantastic. A whole collection of intimate dinners around town, like at our friends at the Berlou,
Timon Baloo, the
Team-
Catherine. We love the Catherine.
and Marissa.
How many
I
of those
set
did-
up. We're going to be doing a show there next month.
How
but
many of
they're
these have you
doing-
had?
Just number 2, but
Okay.
maybe that's it for now. Catherine is having a great intimate dinner. The
You say
Evelyn's
Evelyn's
at the
too?
Four Seasons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Of course, I would mention our friend Reno at Heritage, but that's
It's already sold out.
And then we've got some of the bigger events: the cocktail competition Wednesday, the Asian theme walk and roll Thursday, the new barbecue battles venue, which is outdoors and will
Yeah,
allow
like it
for
should be.
open air live fire smoking all day and night, so that you'll get the finest from the competitors fresh off the smoker. And then we've got the grand tasting Saturday, and there's a
And
new
Sunday,
Sunday,
there's a new brunch
brunch along with the free family festival on Sunday. It's all there. VLFoodWine.com. Get your tickets now. There will be a price increase next week. So before the prices go up, get your tickets now. Perfect stocking stuffer for the food lover in your life. VLFoodWine.com.
All right. After this, we wrap up this edition and we wrap up this week of Mike Mayo's Lunchbox from
Thank
Gulfstream
goodness.
Park at 10 Palms after this.
Thanks, Joe.
Best restaurants in South Florida? Casa D'Angelo is always at the top of my list. First class dining, top flight service, elegant atmosphere, and chef founder Angelo Ilia is legendary. The flagship in Fort Lauderdale has been serving the finest Italian cuisine since 1997, with other locations in Boca Raton and Aventura. As Angelo himself says, they have an unwavering commitment to unparalleled quality with meticulous attention to details. It's so good, with house-made pastas, pristine seafood, unique meats like elk chops and bison, and seasonal specialties including fragrant fresh truffles from Italy. All locations open 7 days for dinner. Reservations recommended. For a special occasion or any occasion, Casa D'Angelo. Tell them Mike Mayo sent you. Delicious Mexican food with innovative twists. Margaritas with a medley of tongue-tingling flavors. I'm talking about Taco Craft, Taqueria, and Tequila Bar. The place to go on Taco Tuesday and every day. It's located at 510 North Federal and Highway in Fort Lauderdale, and also in Lauderdale by the Sea at Plantation Walk, and soon in Coral Springs. Taco Craft has specials every day, including bottomless drinks for a Sunday brunch, and Taco Tuesdays with their $4 premium tacos, including their new birria tacos with bone marrow broth. Oh, It's so good. They've even made a taco lover out of me, and they've got so much more, including fajitas, that open-faced smashed cheeseburger tortilla that's new, and a guacamole sample that's an explosion of flavors. The kitchen is open late. There's delivery and takeout. For more information, go to tacocraft.com. Tell them Mike Mayo, the Lunchbox, sent you. Hey, it's Mayo for Gilbert's 17th Street Grill. You know me, I love family-run places with quality food at fair prices served with passion and pride. And that's why I love Gilbert's. For more than a decade, Lenore, Beth, and Richie Gilbert have been serving up the best burgers, wings, ribs, salads, and desserts. It's a fast casual spot. Everything prepared fresh to order from an immaculate open kitchen. They're at 1821 Cordova Road in Fort Lauderdale in the Cordova Shops just south of 17th Street. Open every day but Sunday. One of my favorite burgers in South Florida. Big, round, juicy pucks of 100% Angus beef, char grilled to perfection. And don't miss the sweet potato fries on the side. They're legendary. Go to Gilbert's, feast, and be happy. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. Freshest fish, Delaware Chicken Farm and Seafood Market, located at 4191 North State Road 7 in Hollywood, open 7 days. Since 1951, a South Florida tradition for stone crab in season, Thanksgiving turkeys, holiday feasts, and everyday eating. Great steaks, house-made sausage, and prepared foods, too. Delaware is not just a market, it's a celebration of taste, quality, and old-fashioned customer service with a smile. Sign up for their weekly email flyer at DelawareChicken.com and tell them Mike Mayo and the Lunchbox sent you. When the Brooklyn boy in me wants a great bagel with lox, matzo ball soup, deli sandwich, and rugelach, you know where I go? Grandpa's Restaurant in Dania Beach. It's a South Florida institution since 1957 that was revamped a few years back by a pair of New York bagel baking legends. Full deli and appetizing case with spreads, salads, and platters for takeout and catering. Grandpa's is near Federal Highway just north of Sterling Road, open 7 days for breakfast and lunch. Go eat and enjoy. It's Mike Mayo's Lunchbox approved. For the finest and authentic Greek cuisine, Taverna Kima is the place to go. 6298 North Federal Highway in Boca Raton. It's been around for nearly 2 decades. Every day is a feast with grilled lamb and fish, house-made spinach pie and moussaka, gyros, traditional dips, mezes, with soft, warm pita. It's open 7 days for lunch and dinner with happy hour daily from 3 to 6 p.m., indoor, outdoor, private dining, and they are now featuring a monthly lamb roast brunch on the first Sunday of every month. So celebrate life at Taverna Kima. For reservations and information, go to tavernakima.com. From a scratch kitchen, delicious drinks and house-made spirits from a craft bar. A great vibe inside and out with a spacious patio. I'm talking about Batch New Southern Kitchen and Tap, Fort Lauderdale, in the heart of the city at 525 North Federal Highway. It's open 7 days for lunch, dinner, and weekend brunch with classics like fried chicken and waffles and shrimp and grits, and creative items like pecan-crusted salmon and a fried green tomato BLT. And the drinks? Smooth sipping and so good. There's convenient free parking and a garage next door, happy hour at the bar, an entire patio, 4 to 7 Monday to Friday, and live music every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. It's pet and people friendly and with cozy fire pits for when the temperature dips. For reservations and more information, go to batchsouthernkitchen.com. If you like seafood in a comfortable setting, outdoors, even keel fish shack at the corner of A1A and Commercial Boulevard in Lauderdale by the Sea, and also now with a new location on Las Olas Boulevard. Those are my spots. Upscale food in a down-home setting. The chef owners, Dave and Brad, do a terrific job with all the seafood classics that you want. They have the best grilled oysters in town, bang bang shrimp, lobster rolls, and deli fish specials. They also have weekend brunch Saturday and Sunday. They have deli happy hour 4 to 7, and they also have other weekly specials like mussels on Monday and oysters on Tuesday. Go to Even Keel Fish Shack and tell them that the Lunchbox sent you. All right, we're back on the Lunchbox, and we're wrapping up another fantastic week. We had some really good experiences this week, Luby. Burton's out in
Burton was
Plantation.
fantastic. I'm such a fan.
Where's Christina? So it's on University Drive, just south of the Fountain Shops in that plaza with the LA Fitness, the one that had a little mishap
right by
a couple of years ago.
By Peters
1003 South University. They are doing it. They're in the yes business, unlike my other
Your
restaurant that I
enemies.
love to hate.
Your enemies.
But Burton's is the opposite. They'll allow big parties.
Yep.
They'll take cash. They allow strollers and have high chairs because when they say they're family friendly, they mean it.
Yep.
They will basically
Any dish can be made
accommodate-
vegan, vegetarian, or gluten free.
right,
Any
and
dish.
they are very sensitive to allergies. So if you say, for example, that you're allergic to carrots and oranges, they will make sure that all the items that hit your table have nary a trace of either one of those.
It's fantastic.
And the best of all, I could walk in there right now. Let's say on a Friday afternoon, I could walk in there on a Tuesday afternoon. I could order a Bloody Mary at the bar, and
Yes,
they will
any day.
serve it to me. Unlike some of these places,
Yep.
Tony, have I told you about some of these places that when you ask for a Bloody Mary
Your
at lunch
Vendetta's
service on a holiday, and they'll turn their nose up and say, "I'm sorry, we only do our Bloody Mary on a Bloody Mary mix pre-batch for our Sunday brunch service. We don't have a
Houston, he hates
mixologist
Houston.
capable
Who
of
is that?
assembling the necessary ingredients for a Bloody Mary for you."
What restaurant is that?
Here's a word vendetta.
It
With Houston's.
begins with an H, and to complete the sentence, it's blank. We have a problem.
Exactly.
Also known as
Oh.
the House of No. Also known as the anti-outback because it's all rules and you're not right.
Yeah, no right. Yeah.
Houston.
And instead of dwelling on the negative, Tony,
No, Burns is
Segredo,
fantastic. They were
because
really
I've
cool.
turned over a
I'm
new
super-
leaf
I really like
with
that
my
place.
new attitude and my new
New shirt.
shirts.
There you go.
I'm gonna sing the praises of Burton's
Yeah, they do a
because
great
that
job.
place they just will. The food's really good and it's scratch made and it's a good place for holiday parties.
it's on University.
and it's on
just
University,
south
just-
of
It's south of
Between
Broward
595
Mall.
and the Fountains.
North of I-595. They're open every day, but closed for
It's on the west
Thanksgiving
side
and
of
Christmas.
the road.
east side of
West
it's
side of
on
the
the
west
west
side of
side.
University.
It's by LA Fitness, and it's become like a place for sophisticated modern American cuisine
Yep.
in a casual family friendly setting. I've become a big
Huge.
Burton's fan.
Like my wife was eating some of the food we brought home yesterday, and she was loving. And Shirley is a very
they did this
strong
haddock, a
critic
fish stuffed with like crab or like topped with a crab cake
over jasmine
in a
rice.
lemon beurre blanc, butter sauce. It was so good with some jasmine rice. I mean,
It was amazing.
some of the dishes there are really good, and I'm not just saying that.
No, we enjoyed it.
You know me, I am serious about my
No,
food.
it was
Tony.
really good. I'm
And
really,
if it's out near you, you guys should check it out one day.
we will.
Burton's. They also have a location in Boca Raton, and I'm enjoying it. One more sponsor note: Luke's Seafood and
Yeah, we'll
Grill,
be there next
also
week,
in
right?
that neighborhood.
Yes, Luke's.
That's going to
Luke's
be
not far from you.
5511 South University Drive in Davie, just south of Griffin Road. We're going to be out there next Wednesday, but Luke wanted me to let everybody know that they're doing a wine promotion, half off wine, not just Wednesdays, which a lot of places do, but Thursdays.
Oh, nice.
So again, for freshest seafood, he makes those Scoobies that are great. The jambalaya can't be beat. You can get 50% off your wine bottles on Wednesdays and Thursdays. And they're open every day but Monday, and we'll be in there next Wednesday. Maybe we'll indulge in one of those half-price bottles.
We actually, we haven't been there. I think. on
and
Wednesday or Thursday.
when we drink a whole bottle of wine someplace, I'll be willing to pony up.
I'm
Well,
down.
half.
Half off.
Half
I
of it,
mean,
maybe.
that's impressive.
But again, Luke's.
Maybe I'll come out there and see you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
come
yeah.
on out.
Yeah,
If
it's
you
a
haven't-
very
if
tiny
you haven't
place.
been there, you got to check it out.
It's really good.
And Luke would love to meet you because he's a big sports
He's a
fan.
South Florida sports fan.
Dolphins, Canes. He'll see you. He grew up here. His face will light up like a Christmas tree, or like my
I
shirt.
thought you guys ended the show a half hour ago.
No, we're going a little longer because
just
we had a little
finishing
technical
we're
glitch.
finishing
And
it
you
here.
know, we here on the Lunchbox, we aim
No,
to
no, you fulfill your
under
responsibilities.
promise, over deliver. One last thing, we got to say a very warm and heartfelt goodbye. Congratulations, good luck, bon voyage, happy retirement for Nando. Down
Oh,
at
Oh,
Nando.
the
yeah,
bar
Yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah.
happening, yeah.
Nando, yeah.
on the first floor bar here in the, I guess is it Silks Lounge down
The
there?
Silks.
They call it? Yeah.
I think
And
it's Silks.
Nando,
Silks
I've known
simulcast.
over 30 years, going back to the days when Fran LaBelle.
Can you do the finger snap, the one finger, four finger snap? You can do that?
I
Yeah.
can't do it, but like
That's not
whenever-
bad for a
I know the
Jew. I mean,
Polyman,
whenever-
Bergs, and
Tony
people
could do
love
it,
that.
man.
whenever his horse was like leading, coming down the stretch.
Oh, and he does that snap. The
Like
Latin
he's
guys
whipping
can
the
do it.
horse
Yeah, the
with
Latin
his
guys can all do it.
Snap it. I can't get the
Did you ever
snap.
see the Zumba man over at Calder? He could do that. Yeah. And he would
But-
yell, Zumba! as his horses came
Nando
out of
is hanging up his. What does a bartender hang up?
Was it a
His,
smock?
apron.
Apron.
His
Yeah, they have
apron.
aprons. Yeah, they have an apron.
his martini shaker. He's hanging it all up. I've known the guy.
His
He
wine
used to
opener? I
work
don't
at
know.
an Italian joint on Sheridan
Narrows.
Street in Hollywood.
Oh, okay.
And I used to
There's going
go
to be
there
quite a
with Richie.
send off for him. I don't want to give anything away, but
Richie
there's going to be quite a
DePacio.
send off.
Oh, it's going to be great. That's Sunday.
Yeah.
Is his last day. So
Nice.
if anybody knows the racetrack and knows Fernando, one of the unsung heroes of the food and beverage, the hospitality business, he's just been doing his job efficiently with a smile, putting smiles on people's faces for decades, really, at various venues. Most recently,
Prides
here at
himself on
Gulfstream.
his Bloody Mary, by the way.
He makes a great one, and he
He's
can
made
get it.
it for
I hear
you
even in the
anytime.
afternoon on a weekday.
Yes.
He's the anti-Houstons. I was thinking for you, Mike.
Yeah, you know,
Houston.
You had to get in a
and
shot at somebody.
it's not like.
Don't you like the shirt? The new
I
shirt?
never tell anybody don't go somewhere. Like that's one of the rules on Let's Eat is like we don't do boycotts. We don't tell people to avoid this place at
people
all
like the
costs.
place. I'm
People
telling
can make your
They
own
do a fine
decisions.
job. They're
I'm just saying for me,
they're just weird.
I will never set foot in that establishment.
I will go.
That's
Yeah.
cesspool again. Only Jeff Wayne's here, ladies and gentlemen.
I will go.
We
in
found
there.
roaches everywhere.
That's
Everywhere.
not true.
I have one on my
They-
face.
They do run a clean ship. That is one thing I
Does
will give
Wayne's
that
here actually
outfit.
put a bug on his face when he does these
No.
reports? No, he
He just
has a little jar with roaches in him.
we all have our jobs to do. So,
Yes, we do.
yes, we do. All right, that's gonna do it for today.
Where are
we'll
we
see
Monday?
everybody-
Do we know where Monday?
It's a
Yeah.
great
I
question.
don't know where we're
Oh,
Monday.
Iconic Eatery of South Florida
Oh,
edition.
back at the
Transworld, Andy
Tropical Acres.
Cagnetta. Tropical Acres, 75 years. We're going to be saluting them.
Oh,
With
yeah,
a
wow.
special program. Jack Studiali will be on hand. Andy Cagnetta. Want to see everybody out there. Well, except they're
They
not
won't be
open
open
for
though.
lunch
So
yet.
we,
Come on
we
out.
can't be out there.
Don't mind the fact that they're closed.
But they open
Monday-
for happy
Don't
hour
let that
not that
dissuade
much
you from
later.
coming
Monday
out.
at 4:30 p.m. Happy hour in the bar. That's when they want to see it. And you'll be able to
Yes.
see their shiny new plaque that we're going to be bestowing
Nice.
on them.
Oh,
on
nice.
Monday's
Wow.
show. Meanwhile, I love Jack Studiali for so many reasons, because he's one of the old school great practitioners of the craft of hospitality, and because he is a faithful viewer of the show. When I reminded him this morning that we're doing the show Monday, he goes, "Yeah, I'll be there. I'm not like Brad."
Oh yeah, I love Brad.
At
Brad's
Kiel
classic.
yesterday.
You'll
And
talk to Brad like an hour
Brad
before.
remembered. Just happened to be
Brad,
a day off.
he
Brad's
knocked it out of the
classic.
park, though, yesterday.
He's great.
Oh,
I
he's
love the
great.
food. Great.
Probably, I don't know. I mean, people probably can find some good fish and chips, but
No, it's not favorite.
that is great what they
It's my
do
favorite
there.
fish and chips. I mean,
And
they
then that
elevate fish and
scallop
chips.
dish was absolutely delicious.
That was some what you call
Pork belly.
high-end cuisine.
That was great. Yeah.
Scallops and
This
pork
isn't
belly
a little
and
shack by the beach.
parsley.
Unreal.
Pureed parsnip
Yes.
and the pomegranates. Who thinks of pomegranates? The
Right.
full
Where's
out
this?
dish.
Say that 5 times fast.
Even
Pureed
killfish.
parsnip and
by-
pomegranates.
Pureed parsnips with pomegranates.
He failed the audition.
Can't even do it.
Segredo would throw the tape right in the garbage there. Maybe even
Wait,
bulk
let
it
me
and
try
use
it
it again.
Pureed parsnips with
You can't do it. And pureed parsnips with pomegranate.
That's going to do it. How about this?
Nice shirt.
Have a great weekend,
Nice
everybody.
shit.
Enjoy every sandwich.